Are you guys ready for today's video? We're gonna hit 80 miles an hour plus on the EM5 today. 77, 70, come on. Oh my God, 78, 79, come on, 80. I'll see you guys back at the house. This is an exciting video for me anyways. I hope you guys love it. All right, guys, we are back with another video on my custom EM5 build. Last video, it hit 77.4 miles an hour, and that was at about 240 amps. The original battery is actually only able to go 200 amps, but I pushed it to 240. Wasn't really smart of me, but I upgraded the battery now, and now we can safely go up to 300 amps. And we're gonna see if we can go over 80 miles an hour in today's video. The battery that I have is from a company called Amorg, and this was made literally, I got this maybe a week after the production date on this thing because I paid for air shipping. They are very quick. This thing took 3 weeks to come if you pay for air shipping. If you don't pay for air shipping, you're probably double the time. But anyways, I'll put a picture on the screen so you guys can see all this information. So normal capacity, we're now going from 25 amp hours up to 30 amp hours. It's gonna be 2,160 watt hours. Max continuous discharge, this is the most important one, is 300 amps. Max peak discharge, 360 amps for 10 seconds. Rated voltage, 84 volts. This is a 72 volt battery, by the way, if you didn't know that. And you could charge this battery up to 15 amps. Now, when you go to a battery with this many amps, you're definitely gonna have huge cables and huge connectors. This is a QS10 for reference. Let me show you guys what a QS8 looks compared to this. And I thought a QS8 was already huge. Look how small that connector is compared to a QS10. That is absolutely insane. And the reason why I have two of these in my hands is I wanna show you, you gotta be careful when ordering these cables, because I bought these and they were exactly the same price and they both said they went up to the same amperage, but this is 8 gauge cable, this is 6 gauge. This one is way better than this one. This one is actually a fire hazard and it will heat up a lot faster. And this is what I was actually running the bike to begin with. I should have had a cable like this. The one that Amorg sent me was this one. It was the better one that had the 6 gauge wire in it. And the reason why this video didn't get done any sooner is because they accidentally sent me this instead of sending me the cable that was supposed to be on here. So I had to go to Electron & Co and spend $60 more to get the plug that I can connect to the controller so we can run this battery. Here's a look at the inside of this bike just to show you how crammed everything is. That is our connector right there, barely peeking out. I mean, it is smashed. These cables are so thick. That controller is buttoned up all the way to this, and those cables are just smashed against this wall right here. It's absolutely insane, but it is working. And real quick, if you guys don't know anything about this bike, it does have a Socin FW22 motor right here. It fits, it's perfectly fine in there. It has enough clearance to put the side covers on. And it does have a Socin 72 1000 controller on here. So this thing should go up to, I think it's like 450 amps, but our battery is limited to 300, but I think that's good enough for this build. And to make the 80 plus miles an hour, you can't see it, but we have a 14 tooth in here. Originally it comes with a 9. And we also have a 48 tooth sprocket in here. And last but not least, I believe it's just these wheels. I would definitely highly recommend getting street wheels if you're trying to do stuff like this. These are from Voltron Watts. I'm actually going to be changing these soon. And if you do want to buy these, I do have a coupon code. The links are down in the description if you want to buy any of this stuff. I don't have a discount code for the motor or the controller because that came from Alibaba, but that's a different story. But the wheels, go on Voltron Watts, plug in my code, you'll be good to go. But I am going to get some gold ones. I think gold would look sick on this build. So anyways, without further ado, I got to take all this wrap off here. Let's drop the battery in. Let's go. All right, here we go, guys. Now, I don't have the bracket on here, but this thing is made for the EM5. Compared to the old battery I had, it was actually made for the Tutio Soleo 1. This fits perfectly, and I love the fact now we have an extra 5 amp hours. You can see how tight everything is, though. I mean, this is really tight in there. And if you want to charge this thing without having to take the battery out and lift up the seat, you could put this through the side and have it come out the front, but I want the most aerodynamic. I'm not even wearing what I should be wearing today. We're just going to pray for the best. Last time I had a motorcycle vest on and it was really good for aero, but let's just pray and, you know, hope everything goes good. Don't even have the right jeans. I got holes in my jeans for this run. This is probably not a good idea, so don't copy me. All right, here we go, guys. Here's the street. I'm gonna come up here just a little ways, wait for this truck that looks like they're coming this way, and then we're gonna get a good run at it coming back. Now, something with this setup is it doesn't have the torque that it originally would have. If I went down to a 9 tooth and a big sprocket in the back, like a 60 tooth or something, this thing would be woollying everywhere. Even at 40 miles an hour, it'd pop a wheelie really quick. This actually feels really smooth power. Now going from 200 amps to 300 amps, I can definitely feel the torque a little bit different, but we're not gonna really show the torque right now. I wanna do this while the battery is kind of somewhat fully charged. We're sitting at about 4.75 volts on each cell. So I think it's, like it says, 93%. It's probably not 100% accurate, but that's what the battery charged up to. But anyways, no one's behind us, so let's get a run on it. I want to try to get up to maybe like 45, 50, and then we'll hit it. But this thing just feels like a monster. Now it is kind of windy, but we're gonna see. We're getting up there, we're getting up there. All right, I gotta sit pretty far up. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo. There we go, people. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. 75, 76, 77, 70. Come on. Oh my God. 78, 79. Come on. 80. Woo. Woo. Yeah, let's go. Oh man, adrenaline's pumping, boy. Yeah. Wow, did we go down 10% battery? Yeah, buddy, I was a little worried, man. I was worried. When you pass about 70 miles an hour on these things, they're so small, lightweight, even with the motorcycle helmet on, it just feels like it's forcing you back. It wants to lift up off the ground. Wow. I'm so glad we hit that before that turn. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think I'm ever going to go 80 miles an hour again on this thing. I'll probably get close, like 70 or so, but it's just too much work to get to 80 plus. I mean, I would have to have a whole different setup, maybe different wheels, something. But we did it, guys. Like, that's what I'm excited for. We hit 80 miles an hour exactly. I let off as soon as we did, man, because I was looking at those tires and I was like, you know what? I should have checked the PSI on them. I know I aired them up perfectly for our last run, but that was, what, 2 months ago now, somewhere around there? So I was a little worried if they were like aired up or, you know, kind of deflated a little bit depending on the weather and the temperature changing, but yeah, man. Oh, this is a fun bike. Definitely fun. You know what I think I'm gonna do though now? I think I'm gonna go back and I'm going to put it to probably I think a 12 tooth. I think I want a little bit more torque out of this thing. And once I have the torque, I don't really care about the top speed anymore. That was just a goal of mine, is to hit 80 and be done with it. And I did just that. There's a lot of other people doing runs, and you know, I can go to another road that kind of slightly goes downhill. I guess you could say that's cheating, but I'm pretty sure I'd be able to get about like 85 if I went to this little downhill section, and it's a long straightaway, so I'd be able to do it. But I'm happy. I am definitely happy. I'm not trying to kill myself out here. I mean, these bikes are getting more dangerous and dangerous, and yeah, this thing I feel like is perfect up to 70. After 70, oh man, it's not like it's scary, like it's shaking all over the place, but it ain't made for that after that. Woo! Jeez Louise. Let's go again. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! 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 77, man. I haven't had this much adrenaline since I used to do street racing back in the day, in my younger days, man. Wow. Oh, this thing's a blast. I really don't really every day, like riding around, there's no way I need 300 amps. And obviously there's different modes I can go down to. I'm obviously in a race mode. I'm not a huge fan of always like switching the modes back and forth. If I'm in a group of people, sure, put in an eco mode or something like that. But I always like to just have it in the highest mode and then I'll regulate the power myself. But realistically, man, I never need this type of power where I'm going, you know, I really don't. So I think personally, I'm gonna lower it. I'm probably gonna go down to like 250 amps. These aren't the best cells. My other battery I had the P50B cells, I believe, and these are the EVE 40s or EVE 50s. I think they're EVE 40s, so I'm not mistaken. And the reason why they're cheaper than all the other ones is the company said they're kind of inconsistent cells. He said, yeah, you can push a lot of power through them, but they're not really consistent. I was like, all right, well, that doesn't sound great. You know, I'd rather have a better battery cell than a cheaper one that does, you know, what it can do, but it's not doing it safely, or maybe it's going to have issues down the road. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, but it was just too much to get another one of those batteries. I paid like $1,100 for that battery, and this battery I paid, I believe, $910, and that was with air shipping and everything. So this was a very cheap battery compared to my old one. Pull here and there. Be jamming. Now so far, man, this is probably one of my favorite builds other than my Super 73. I love my Super 73. I'm still worried about the frame cracking over time, but I really do love the Super 73. Compared to this thing, like, this thing is just little fun, you know, like, it is just a damn blast to ride. The Super 73 is more like a long-range vehicle. It has decent power. This thing is just totally different. It's just a small little monster in a little package. You would never think it goes this fast, you know? It's a little tight with everything I had to put on there, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. It's just, building stuff is more funner than reviewing stuff, but this takes time, and I don't have a warranty. I might have a warranty on some of the parts, but putting all these parts together, I gotta be careful on, you know, like what goes out and what happens, and go ahead, man, go ahead. So if the controller goes out, I got to figure out, is it a battery? Is it the controller? Is it a wire to the controller? You know, if it's a bike from a company, they'll kind of let you know what they think it might be. Woo! And they'll send you the parts free. Once these things are out of warranty, I'm pretty much just, you know, replacing it myself. I know I'm just rambling on, but I mean, it's technically better to buy a bike that goes fast. Like the Onyx RCR already goes 65 miles an hour out of the box and has a warranty with all the parts. This thing, I built it, and sometimes parts don't work together, and if something goes out or you mess something up, then yeah, you're back to either replacing it yourself, paying for it, or hope you have a warranty on it. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff is from Alibaba, so I don't know what to expect on a warranty. It should have a warranty, I don't know. Get on your side of the lane, buddy. Oh man, bumps. Here we go, bye-bye. This thing is quick as fuck. Oh my god. Woo! Let's not go too fast, guys, because you never know. Someone might be coming out of there and just not even pay attention, you know, and just go. People look for cars, not e-bikes. Man, I love this build, guys. I thank you guys for rocking with me. If you guys are curious about the range, I could go and ride this thing again, maybe take it to work or something to figure it out. And, you know, we can kind of play it by ear on what I think the range would be. But I would say I'm probably going to get an extra 5 miles of range out of this thing, depending on, like, how I ride and stuff, you know? Woo! Oh, my God. I got to put my feet down. The brakes work. Well... didn't work that good, especially going in that corner. I was kind of pushing it. Oh my god, that was a little scary. Oh man, do not push the limits if you think you can't do it. Oh, even doing that 80 mile an hour run, going back to that, I mean, I was a little worried with that curve coming up, but I was like, we got one chance at this, and I have to go back and go charge it again, you know? So... yeah, a lot of people walking. Gotta show them what's up. Show them my e-bike. But yeah, let me know, smash the like on this video, comment, let me know what you guys want to see next on this bike. I think I'm pretty much done, other than when I get my wheels in. I'm gonna order those gold wheels for this thing, and then I can use these wheels for a different build. I don't know what build exactly, but if they come in time, the hay bike villain, that looks like a cool bike to put some supermotos on, so maybe we'll throw them on there. Or if you guys have different suggestions, I'm all ears. I'll definitely listen to all the comments, so drop your comment and let me know what you're looking forward to between the wheels and this bike. Not exactly sure what to do anymore, you know, other than that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna do one more speed run, so if you guys want to follow along. I don't know how this road is. We're gonna hit it. Here we go. Whoa, buddy. Yeah. All right, I'm out. Something's rattling in my helmet. It's getting irritating. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's clacking noises. I think something's not strapped right on my helmet. I think some of the interior clip came off or something. Are curious, sorry to leave this out, but I'm almost at 12 miles and only 18% battery left on here. Now I can go into the amp BMS and check that and see, but you're not gonna get much range riding like this. Oh yeah, 12% to 12.5 miles. That's pretty rough. I didn't even think about this, but I could smell the brakes now that we're here. Holy crap.